Hey, you're dropping your money.
Thank you. Making it rain there, right? Hey everybody, so in this video I pick up some incredible early sports equipment, so stay tuned throughout the video. But also, I did have something stolen from me in this video, and I'll show that too. I didn't even realize it was stolen at the time until later on as I was going through the items that I had bought and realized it wasn't there, and then looked at the footage and I did see the person taking it. Partly my fault. I left some things unattended. It was sort of a hectic booth, which I'll describe later. Although it's partially my fault, doesn't forgive the scumbaggery, not really sure that's a word, but of the person who took it. But not the end of the world, because I will make a killing on the stuff that I did buy from that dealer. So I hope you enjoy.
Do you have interest in this? I just bought it.
Sick.
Al Simmons.
What are you asking on it?
100.
I'll do it. You don't see Al Simmons bats that much, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah. Take that.
Sounds good.
Not sure if I have money in this one, but you know what? I think I have my yeah, fancy money clip there.
All right.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Yep. See you later.
See ya.
This is Colombian and this is all Uruguay.
This dealer is pretty interesting. I buy a lot from him in this video, but it's interesting that he pulls up in his truck and people are like climbing on the truck before he's even parked. And it's always a mad scramble for people around the truck. So you see things are pretty hectic in the booth, hard to get his attention, hard to get pricing, and hard to even pay for things. And you'll see, because of that, later on, something gets stolen from me. So wait till the end of the video, you'll see that. Oh, sure. How much are the trash cans?
Well, probably
There's this one and this one.
10 apiece. This one's that's $4.
Did you do 50 for the three? So you were 60. These two and then the that one?
This one.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, the one on the end.
No.
So you're at 40.
Replica, right? I need 100. Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because I was like, you were trying to figure out.
Oh, I know.
Alex, I'll take the three then. 60, 40, 20, 10, 10. Right? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, right. You can tell. Good, how are you? That's, I think, 71. Yeah, I have that one, but that one's a little cleaner.
I don't know who I wonder who's going to buy this stuff.
Well, yeah.
You're giving yourself away, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I should have came more camouflaged. I'm all those guys. You know, the guys who walk around with the giant placard. I buy parts easy.
Hey, you're dropping your money.
Thank you. Making it rain there, right? How's it go? Thank you. Appreciate that. It's my fancy money clip too. Didn't work out that well.
That's right.
How much is this thing? I don't know.
Oops, sorry.
I don't want to poke you with it.
No, it's all right. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
It's my precious.
I have to ask him how much it is.
Yeah, the Grange fruit. Cranberries.
Alex, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Here's for the trash cans. What do you have, the pen?
Are you still buying baseball bats?
$10? Okay, I'll do that. I am, yeah.
Because I have a really interesting group I bought late last year. I'm going to bring up to the Extrava on this weekend. I don't know if you're going to be around or...
Yeah, I will be. Well, I'm set up at the paper show, but I will be, so you're set up here?
I was going to come up here.
Yeah, I should be here early in the morning, but I'm trying to hit this before I go there.
Well, I'll bring them up so we can come.
Okay, cool, absolutely. The full size or the, I need to admit.
See if I can count 1,000. I don't have any 5s here. You owe me a 5. I owe you a 5. I don't have any 5s, so I'll come back with 5.
Some people are happy, I guess.
Hey, Alex, here's on the button.
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I'll stop by and take a look. I just bought a group like a couple hundred, but it doesn't stop me from buying. So.
There's Eagles Christmas balls.
Oh, cool. Take a look. Thank you. Oh yeah. I know Chris likes that.
There was some kind of pennant thing with a
yeah.
football on it.
There's stuff in there. Try to take a look at those pennants in there too. It's a big stack.
Oh wow! The only ones I buy are at their amusement parks. Those are newer.
Oh, okay, yeah. These are more modern. Yeah.
But for you,
I mean, I do sell that kind of stuff, so we'll see what they are. I have a lot of amusement park pennants. What area do you? Certain ones?
Like Hanson's, Wilkes-Barre area, Luzerne County. Hanson, Sensui, Rocky Glen.
Okay.
Just because those are parks you used to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Hey, Alex. Do you have a price in mind on the stack and then this guy?
I'd like 100 for that stack.
Okay.
And I need 50 for that.
50? I'll take the pennants. I'm going to text my buddy on this.
Okay.
Can I leave it up here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Let me get your cash on these.
And there's little ones in between.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw the ones on top.
But I mean, you know, the older, which like
they're laying in there
in between, like a month. I didn't even look at that stack.
Okay. Yeah, appreciate it. I love it. Thank you.
I kind of hoped I could have, but oh well.
Yeah, it's nice to move it. Quick turn and burn it, right? All right. So you see me buy these pennants right here, and I walk back around the truck to where I had left the trash cans, and I put the button that I had bought in one of the trash cans. So as I walk around the truck, I see a person holding one of the trash cans in their hand. I told him, look, I already bought that. That's my pile. He said, oh, okay, puts it back. But what I didn't notice at the time, if you look at his hand, I believe it's his left hand, you'll see the button that I bought. I didn't realize it until I started editing this video that he had taken that. You know, it could be excusable if you see him walk up to the dealer and pay for it or ask how much that is. I'm assuming the dealer would say, oh, that's already sold. And then, you know, the dealer probably wouldn't have taken money twice for it. So, but you'll see he doesn't do that. He takes the button after I tell him, oh, that trash can's mine. He just walks off through the parking lot to his car or wherever he was going. So at the end, I don't know if he thought he was stealing from me or if he thought he was stealing from the dealer, but regardless, definitely a jerky move. Oop, I bought that already, sir. Oh. So that's my stack there. We're just coming back for it. Thank you. So there he goes as the arrow points to him walking away off through the parking lot. Okay, so my buddy texted me about this glove that he found a few days earlier, and he's about to pull it out and show me. I'm going to show you the text exchange right here. So he found this glove at a flea market, snapped a photo, sent me a text. I quickly responded, how much? He'd already walked away from the table at that point, but thankfully it was still available when he went back. He bought it. I promised he was going to make a profit on it, and as you'll see, we do very well on it. And also, if you watch the video I posted a few weeks ago about the history and the evolution of baseball gloves, you'll see this style glove in that video, one of the earlier style gloves.
Dude, I appreciate you doing it on that.
Yeah.
And I'll work with you a little bit on that.
So yeah, so that what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
This is a workman glove. So a webless glove. So webless crescent, which is earlier than a regular crescent. Now you have to study that close because sometimes people will cut the web out. The one that I had one that I was sure was cut out. But these are a lot better than a crescent.
Okay.
So what I was going to say for this, because think about two things. Either I would aim high on selling it. So either I would give you 500 on it, or I can just sell it. We can split it 50-50.
You know, I think financially, it probably makes sense to drag it out.
Yeah. That totally makes sense. That's why when I saw it, I'm like, get it, Chris, because I knew I wanted to check that.
Badass,
I wanted to check this, but yeah, because if that was cut, it's like a $300 glove. I wanted to tell you where I'm going to aim. Now, we might end up $2,000, $2,500 on it, but I would start high on it. If you watch my little YouTube video that I put out, like evolution of baseball gloves, this is one of the earlier ones.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad. So sometimes on that, I was almost going to call you. I was like, damn, I hope he responds. I hope he responds.
Yeah. So here's so this is one I sold before. So that was actually buddies of mine that I did like a consignment with, and I sold it for him. I think I got $2,500 for that one. But that was like 5 years ago. This one's I think a little cleaner, and it's like more of like a softer kind of like buckskin kind of leather. So again, I think I wouldn't sell it for less than 2, but I would aim for 4. Let me at least get you what you paid on it, right? Okay. So then down the road we can figure out what it sells for, and I'll let you know that. And then 60, right?
Yep,
at 120.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 20.
Yeah.
But at $1 each, I gambled, and I think I'm going to do pretty well with them.
All right, so back from the flea market this morning. So great haul. First, I got to a dealer who had a bunch of Eagle stuff. And I bought 3 trash cans. The one on the left I already had. This is actually not the identical one I bought, but it's the same trash can. This is just the one I already had at home. The other one I left out at my antique shop. But these 2, I'll keep. They're more modern. This was the 1994 one. This is probably like late 90s, early 2000s. But it was $50 for the group. This trash can, the one that I left in my antique shop, probably can get like $75 to $80 for it. So I'll make a little bit of money, and I'll get to keep the other 2 in my collection. Probably the best buy of the day, there's some cooler items that I'll show you in a second, but the best buy of the day was this pennant lot. So I just grabbed a stack of pennants. I looked at like the first few when I was there. Didn't go through the whole pile, because this dealer, the booth is sort of a madhouse. People just grabbing stuff. So you have to really grab it and decide later. So I grabbed it, asked him a price. I was shocked when he quoted me $100 for the group. Didn't look any further. I just paid him the $100. And there were some mini pennants as well. But he also said there was other mini pennants tucked inside between the bigger pennants. So once I get back, after I made the deal, get back to my booth there and looked, after I got a chance to look through the stack, there were a ton of mini pennants in there. And this group over here, just selling this group of 5 pennants is going to put me in the profit. This one's not too exciting, Reading Fair with the cool horse graphic. But these are 1950s Major League Baseball mini pennants, Tigers, Phillies, Red Sox with Fenway, and the Yankees with the Uncle Sam graphic. Again, just selling that group of 5 is going to get me in the profit, and everything else is going to be gravy there. These are American Nut and Caramel brand mini pennants. These are pretty good as well. They're probably like $10 to $15 each. Bunch of hockey mini pennants. These are all NFL. Maybe some baseball in there too. And then these are all Eagles pennants. All right, so then but the better stuff is definitely in the big stack. So again, I didn't look through this in depth at the flea market, but top 15 or so are gonna be the better ones. Baltimore Blast, Indoor Soccer, Red Wings, Cowboys 92 champions. So this is getting back to around the time they last won anything. You know, they won after this, but it's been a long time since they won. So Cowboys fans like the nostalgia of back when they won something. So this will sell pretty well. Go Birds. Joe Montana photo pennant. Pair of Michael Jordan pennants. Scottie Pippen. Aikman, Barkley, Emmitt Smith, Nolan Ryan, Larry Bird. There's a dunk competition, Canseco, Ken Griffey Jr. And then there's a lot of like just 70s, 80s team pennants. This is my cooler ones. In the bottom, there's a Rams. There's Redskins, good color on that one. Chiefs, 1967. Bills, Pirates. So again, pretty good stack for, I mean, basically $1 a piece. I'll buy that all day long. And I have a lot of pennants, but couldn't pass up that deal. And then on to the last two items I bought. The cooler buys were these two last items. So first, we have an Al Simmons Louisville Slugger 40 AS, 1920s Al Simmons player model bat. It's not a game used bat. This is a store model bat. It's still a great bat. You don't see Al Simmons bats too often. Paid $100 for that. The guy shouted out my name because they know I like early bats, and ended up paying $100 for that. Probably get $200 to $250 on it. So not a huge profit, not a steal, but still a cool bat. And then if you saw my recent videos, I went through the timeline of baseball gloves. I guess I sort of spoke this into existence because earlier this week, my buddy texted me a photo of this glove. I told him, look, I'm going to look at it closer when we see each other to make sure of something. And what I was trying to make, he didn't realize this is a workman glove. And a workman glove, if you saw my Evolution of Baseball Gloves video, is a webless glove. But occasionally you'll run into a glove that some unscrupulous dealer or somebody, or maybe back in the day, somebody didn't like the webbing. So sometimes you'll find a webless glove that actually was a full web glove that somebody cut the web out. So anytime you see a webless glove, you definitely want to look at the webbing, and you'll see a little raised area of webbing, not on this one, but on other gloves you'll see a raised area of webbing where you can tell it was cut. But this one is a true workman glove. There's no web there. So that's what I told him I wanted to look at, just to verify that. Still a beautiful early soft leather, like more of a buckskin style glove. Gave him the $120 that he paid for it, and then again I'll sell it and I'll pay him 50% of that. So it works out for both of us. You know, he doesn't know early gloves like I do. He knew enough to send me a picture of it, but again, I like to make it worthwhile for both of us.